Hi everybody, it's Leanne here. I was going to talk to you guys about this homework problem. This is the only homework problem for the week, of last week, and I just wanted to talk through it in preparation for your quiz that you're going to take. There is not actually a problem like this on the quiz, but I think that the full understanding of this will definitely help. So in this homework problem, you had to show that -5 times -2 is +10, and I think the wording was use a property a property of multiplication to help you figure this out. So we're going to use the distributive property, but before we get to that, I'm just going to sort of tease the whole thing out. So this is what we're trying to show. We're trying to show that -5 times -2 is +10. Here's what we already know. We already know that 5 times -2 is -10. So the additive inverse, so the inverse of that, or what it would take to get 0, would be -5 times -2. So do you see how we're going to use this, what we're trying to show, with what we already know? Because we know that if this is +10, we already know that that's -10. That would be 0, and that's what we want to show. So in order to show that that does equal 0, let's use the distributive property. And we know that -5 times -2 plus 5 times -2, we can rewrite as -2 times the quantity 5 plus -5, which, as you can see, would be -2 times 0, which would be 0. So yeah, those are additive inverses. So -5 times -2 is the opposite, and that's why I wrote opposite here in quotes, because I want you to say it that way. I think sometimes it's easier to understand what we're doing here. Instead of thinking of this as the negative of this quantity, think of it as the opposite of what we get when we take 5 times -2. And so then we have the opposite of -10, and the opposite of -10 is +10. Aha! It's kind of a long way to be able to explain how we can use what we know to justify that -5 times -2 is in fact +10. Okay, I hope that helped. Thanks for listening.